Welcome back to another episode of A Conversation with a Sneaker Connoisseur, episode 3. It's your boy Chuck, and I got my man Free Dream in the building, man. AKA, he gonna give you, all his social medias and all that, man. Let them know who you be, where you from, and all that other good stuff.
Yo, Chuck, first and foremost, thanks for having me, man. My name is
You already
JB.
know.
You can find me follow me at JB Sneaker Journal, JAYBE Sneaker Journal. I grew up in the Bronx, moved to Florida, Orlando. Just, rehabilitated sneakerhead, but, starting to get sick again.
Yeah, I know how that could be, man. I know the game gets a little crazy, man. So you said you from the Bronx and you
Right.
and you moved to Florida. How old were you when you moved to Florida?
24.
24. Copy. So you've been out there for a while now.
Yeah, for a little minute, but a good 12 joints.
Okay. Copy. All right, bet. So, I know, living in New York and then, moving to Florida, how is it, getting shoes and stuff like that, man? I know it's a hassle. I know, it has to be, a major issue for you to, get shoes out there. So I know you got, I know you got your connects and everything. We're going to get into that, but, how are you grabbing shoes in the city that you live in right now?
All right, well, there are some geographical differences. New York is like the hub for everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not getting nothing early like I would, growing up in the Bronx, I'm from the Bronx, so Fordham Road, 3rd Ave.
Oh, yeah, you from the hub.
But here in Florida, it's not overly hyped. So you'll be able to walk in if you're coming at a decent time. Now, some of them, there are lines, don't get it wrong.
Right.
But there are 6 outlets, there are literally 6 Nike outlets in Central Florida, all within a 9-mile diameter. So, we have access.
Okay.
That's not including Tampa.
Okay. And you're a truck driver, so I know you be all over the place. You run into stuff everywhere, man.
Listen, so my first go around when I first started trucking, I had a spot that I would always go to that always had everything. And there was no lines. This is back 2010 through 2012.
Right.
There was a mall, White Marsh Mall in Maryland, a few exits away from Baltimore.
Okay.
That's where I would go to get any foam, any sneaker that I wanted, get for a release date.
Wow.
I haven't been in a long time though, because I'm not over the road like that.
Yeah.
But I had my spots all throughout the country. I had a spot in San Antonio. I had a spot in Oklahoma actually. I had a few spots scattered throughout the country, depending on where I would be at and what's coming out.
Yeah, so you're it's crazy, man, because you're definitely like a rarity because you're from New York, so you already felt that type of East Coast love over here getting shoes, but then you also a truck driver, so you go to different hubs and different places and stuff, and I know it's different feels everywhere you go when it comes to shoes, man. You go into certain stores and you see certain shoes for that area and stuff like that, man. Like different silhouettes that they wearing in that area and things like that, man. Tell us a little bit about that.
So I remember when I first got to that White Marsh Mall. That's the whole DMV area. Mm-hmm. Now, before I would go there just regularly throughout the day, a lot of New Balance, bro. A lot of New Balance, a lot of Nike boots. There was a spot in St. Louis I used to go to, believe it or not, but heavy Air Force Ones. Even when they'll be out of season in New York, then they'll still have heavy stock and supply of those in St. Louis.
Wow.
That
has to do.
Weird.
Yeah, man. Of course, back in the days, I know you probably remember when Nelly came out with the Air Force One song. So it seems like St. Louis been a hub for Air Force Ones, certain colors, certain designs and stuff like that. It seems like St. Louis runs into, Nike makes sure to feed them with a huge supply of Air Force Ones for that area and things like that. So that makes perfect sense right there, man. So, all right, cool. I just wanted to give the people let the people know how you moving around and
Well, one more thing too for any of the dunk heads. I don't know about now because it's been a while, but Phoenix Phoenix, Arizona used to have a lot of dunks. A lot.
Word.
Hmm?
Like since the since the resurgence of dunks or like
Nah,
before.
back then, before. I'm talking 2010, 2011, 2012. I used to be in Arizona a lot too. That was
Yeah.
another spot that I would go out there, and they always had. I'm not a dunk guy, but they always had a lot of dunks
Right.
out there in Arizona.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. All right, cool. So we're gonna get a little bit off the sneaker topic for a quick minute. Show you from New York, so I know you listen to hip hop, man. I know you listen to a lot of hip hop. Like, what are some of the artists that you listen to right now? I know you be on the road a lot, so I know YouTube is definitely something that you tap into. You know, you tapped into the channel here, and but I know you also got to be listening to some music, man, because I know you on the road a lot.
Definitely.
So like, what some of the artists you listening to right now?
I've been heavy on Griselda.
Oh man,
Griselda Records,
oh
Benny,
man,
Conway.
yo,
I'm
listen,
heavy
man.
on Griselda.
That's why I mess
Not
with
gonna
you.
lie.
That's why I mess with you, man. Because I'm heavy on Griselda. Like, oh my god, man. Like I've been listening to these dudes. It be times like it be months going by, and I look up. I be like, they don't even listen to Griselda for like four. I'll listen to them 4 months straight. Nobody
Right.
else. Like
Yo,
nobody else, man. Y'all tap in with them so heavy, man. I
heavy.
love their whole movement, man. I love that whole Griselda movement, man.
Matter of fact, real quick, that when Benny the Butcher and the J. Cole joint came out, I literally listened to that song on repeat literally for 5 days straight. Who you think got the better verse on that?
I like Benny verse. I like what Benny's saying because Benny it sounds like they basically rebuttaling what each other's saying. Because like if you
Right.
listen to J. Cole verse, J. Cole was basically saying like all these rappers talking about these drug dealer raps and this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. And then you hear Benny, he's saying, I spit these drug dealer raps, but this is real raps. This is my life. You know what I'm saying? So like
Right.
they kind of like going back and forth at each other. I would say I love what Cole did. I love the delivery, the flow, everything he had on that joint. But I got to go with Benny. Because it seemed he set the track off. You know what I'm saying? He set it off. He let the groundwork for it and everything, and he was talking on that joint, man.
Yo,
I definitely love it. Benny got off on that one.
He really showed his lyricism. Showed his
sure.
lyricism, right?
For sure, man. All right, so out of all three of them, out of Conway, Benny, and Westside, who you like the best out of all three?
I think Conway was and still is the best one. Benny had like this past year.
Yeah, he had a run. He had a run.
Caught up.
He had a run. Yeah. Benny definitely had a run. Conway's my favorite also, man. Like Conway's dropped the album on Friday. You know what I'm saying? Right. I've been tapped into that for the last 2-3 days. But yeah, Conway, man. Conway's that guy. Conway's definitely that guy, man. With and the number one thing I love about them the most is that they consistent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Conway just dropped just now, and then Benny's about to drop. You know what I'm saying? Like probably like within the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, Benny's gonna drop. He's gonna drop 10 to talk 4. So it's like if one of them ain't dropping, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody else is coming, they come right behind each other. So that's also dope, man. They keep the rap game in the chokehold, man. And they never changed their style. They kept it 100. No matter how far they got out there, I love everything about their movement, man. I love that Griselda movement for sure, man.
They just give me that nostalgic prime New York rap feel, bro.
Right? Yeah, for sure. Yep, for sure, man. For sure, for real, man. Like I had a feeling you was gonna say that, so I had to ask that question, man. All right, so we're gonna get back into the shoes, man. So, all right, I know growing up in New York, we grow up in sneakers. Like we love shoes, man. That's one thing we do growing up in New York. We love sneakers. So like how'd you get into shoes? Do you have like an older brother, older sister?
So growing up, right? My grandparents, they didn't have a lot of money, and they definitely wasn't spending money on expensive sneakers. I got my first pair of Nikes when I was in 6th grade. A lot of people know of Payless, but growing up, we used to get our sneakers from a place called Favor.
Favor, I know about Favor.
And I used to wear these Olympian sneakers.
I'm familiar.
So I got my first pair of Nikes. There was some black suede Nike Forces, high top joints. Right, and I remember she said you can't go over $35. And that was the first time like I had a pair of shoes like that high in price. And I picked those. And this kind of leads in, as you may know, a lot of people don't know, but you, Chuck, may know, like I don't wear Jordans. And
Right.
it stems from my childhood. And as I got older, I decided not to wear them,
Right.
to ever buy them, because I never had them as a kid.
Right.
But the sneaker that really set it off for me was the pennies. The foam posit ones, the Royal Jones, the first ones.
That's
I
a good
remember that
shoe.
day like it was
That's a good shoe
yesterday.
to start it off with.
Let me tell
Tell
you.
us about it, man. We gotta hear this one.
So I think I was in 6th grade or was it 7th grade. So there was this kid named Gary from Co-op City. Shouts to Gary, man.
Shout out to Co-op, man.
Doing good.
Shout out to Co-op City, man.
Shout
Shout out to Co-op City. I'm familiar.
So Gary comes to school, and now Gary always had the freshest kicks on. So one day he comes to school and he has like these plastic bags on his feet, because you know back then you don't just go straight to school. You went to like the outside, and then you line up and go inside. So I remember Gary had these plastic bags on his feet. And I'm like, man, what are those? And I remember he took them off. I seen them in the hallway, and it was them. I said, oh, like I literally fell in love. That was the sneaker. To this day, the foam posit are my favorite shoes of all time, my favorite silhouette.
It's definitely
and that's how I got into sneakers.
It's definitely something about that royal blue and that translucent soul, man.
Yeah.
That just do something, man. That shoe. That's why I'm so pissed at Nike what they did to the foam posit, man. Like they didn't have to do what they did, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
the phones were so, you know, like the phones was just so important to us. You know, like that era, like that 90s era of people. That shoe was so important to us. It was the first shoe of its kind that looked like that. It was very expensive, you know, so it was a rarity if you were able to get a pair. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with Nike, when they basically hoard that shoe out, basically. And they just threw a bunch of colors on it. It was unnecessary. It's like the same thing they doing right now with the retro ones. It's unnecessary, man. They don't have to do that to these shoes, but they don't care. They don't care what we think. They don't care what we think at all.
In fact, I remember the exact, because I got my very first pair. I was 15. It was some all black ones, right? I got the money from a dice game in high school. Back then, they were $169.99 with tax and everything. It would come out to $183.11. That was the exact price.
You took it back, man. Facts, man. Facts. Now what they going for? 220 to
230. So now you're looking at
inflation and whatnot. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, what's your favorite sneaker brand and why? I know you love Nike.
It's Nike, but lately, I'm not gonna lie, I've been heavy on Reeboks lately.
A lot of the OGs, running into a lot of the OGs.
Yeah, just the Kamikaze line, I really love.
Basketball joints.
I'm trying to get to that. Iversons. I'm trying to find my size in these the Bruce Lee black and yellow Kamikazes.
They dropped
Still
already?
Trying to track my size down.
Okay.
But Nike's Nike got it, bro. Nike's where it's at.
Yeah, Nike they got the game in the chokehold, man. There's just so many different, you know, signature shoe lines, so many different classic silhouettes. And then believe it or not, there's so many silhouettes of shoes that's out there that never been retro. They never even bought back. Like there's so much stuff out there that we probably don't forgot that came out in the 90s that was crazy and we forgot about them. And now, you know what I'm saying? So like they could bring them back at any moment and like these is back. Like so, you know, like right now we all of us still waiting on the pennies. Like it's crazy, man. But Nike, what can we do, man? It is what it is, man. If they don't want to drop the shoe, it's on them, man.
You know who's on the come up though, and I think there are a lot of reasons why, but like New Balance, I'm not a New Balance guy, but I think just with all the stuff that's going on, because there's a lot of disgruntled Nike sneakerheads, so I've seen a lot of people move over to New Balance.
That's definitely not a bad brand to move over to, because New Balance, it's definitely one of those super comfortable shoes that you could just have on your foot and just wear, like forever. You know what I'm saying? Them joints are super comfortable. They feel good on your foot, and they come out in nice colors also.
Right.
So
And also too, from what I've heard I know a few like New Balance guys, bro. They always have good quality. That's one thing I'm always hearing about. They never disappoint on the quality
Nope.
they put into their shoe.
Nope, for sure. Shout out to New Balance, man. If y'all want to send the shoe over here for me to review, just hit me in the, in the email. All right, cool. So how do you feel about the sneaker culture as a whole right now? Do you feel like it's in a good place? Do you feel like there's a couple things that needs to change in the sneaker culture? Whether it's the seller or the buyer. Do you feel like how do you feel about it?
It's in a horrible place right now. It's so difficult to get sneakers for real because everything is for money, for profit. That's what everybody's doing it for. There's only a few people who really love sneakers for what they are, and not only that, but that dates back like you, for example.
Right.
There ain't too many people like you. There's a few that I've come across, but I don't like the state in which the sneaker culture is in. I don't like it.
It seems like it went from like people like us who just buy shoes because we like shoes and stuff like that. It changed from that into a full business. And what I mean by business, I remember when my channel was a lot smaller than what it is now. It was really small. It was like when I first started, and I ran into a couple of guys. I didn't even know this type of stuff existed in the sneaker YouTube community at all. They were like, it was like they had like lives and stuff, and they bring people on, and they were all going at what's his dude name, man? He's one of the popular dudes now, but he resells shoes. I forgot his name, man.
Dark skin brother, right?
Yeah, dark skin, kind of chubby, kind of heavy set.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, they were going at him, saying that he sold a fake to somebody or whatever. But it was a lot of them. It was like maybe like 5-6 dudes, and they had him on a live, and he was trying to explain the situation or whatever the case may be. And I was like, this exists? Like I didn't even know that exists. I know it exists off the internet, but I didn't know it exists on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Whatever business he got going on with somebody else, it's none of your business. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that ain't got nothing to do with you. Why are you trying to? They're trying to kill his brand or whatever, and that was crazy. He pretty much bounced back from it. He's doing other, big things now.
Yeah.
Bigger things.
He just opened up a store. He's out in Tampa. He just opened up a store.
Right. So you know what I'm saying? So he's doing big, but that was just crazy to me. I was like, what? Like why? And then I realized, in that moment, it's just as nasty on the internet than it is, out in the real world, man. And that was crazy, man. Everybody's like jockeying for position and trying to everybody's not even trying to do different things. A lot of people are doing the same thing.
The same thing. Let me speak on that. It's like these guys, it's like everybody, and this is why I rock with your channel so much, and then like a few others. Everybody's literally reviewing the same shoe the same way. Even the on feet part is the same way. And I'm just like, So mind you, now, I'm a truck driver, so I know about literally all the shoe tubers.
Yeah, right.
The only people that I subscribe to is the ones that's cut from my cloth, like you, for example.
I don't blame you one bit. I'm the same way, man. There's a couple of dudes I subscribe, and I watch a couple of these stuff, but it seems like it's all the same, man. It's just from different people, and they all doing the same thing. But in the world that we live in, people like to see the same thing, just in different variants. So they're just gonna keep watching, and I understand that it's different stuff. It's so many different shoes that can be reviewed. You know what I'm saying? That can be talked about. There's so many different things in the sneaker community that can be spoken about. It's just so much different stuff. Like you just gotta open up your eyes and see some different things.
Right. But then it's crazy, right? So like you did an early review in Thoughts, right, on Penny's Thoughts. You did the Phoenix Suns Charles Barkley's, right?
Right.
Literally none of the major shoe tubers mentioned them or even mentioned them in their upcoming releases for the week, for the month. I'm just like, damn, y'all just really this modern hype. That's why, I really,
that's what it is.
That's what I'm saying. I really respect what you do.
I appreciate that,
There's
man.
a few guys like you, bro. Oh,
I
very few though.
appreciate that. I appreciate
I,
that, man. Because a lot of dudes, you're right. A lot of dudes, they talk about the hype. They don't really. Me personally, I don't even like the. I get my hands on some of that stuff, but I won't. I don't review. I won't review it. I'm not gonna waste my time to review it. It's gonna be 1,000 reviews of that.
right.
It makes no sense to, like, you know what I'm saying, for me to go and do a review. It's gonna be like we all talking about the same thing. I just try to create different kind of content.
And that's
You know,
another thing too, though. Like because you have the knowledge that you have and been around for so long, you really do bring a different perspective and some information that you don't get from the other YouTubers.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, man. I really do, man. Because it's hard out here, man. I just be trying to create content for for people like me to enjoy. You know what I'm saying? And I know, and I know it's a lot of YouTubers out here, but I know it's a lot of people like us out here. I know that for sure. There's a lot of people like us out here, man. So I just keep doing, you know what I'm saying? Even like stuff like this, like where I bring, people on, that's on the channel every time we do something showing love, bring them on, you know what I'm saying? Give them a platform to talk about their sneaker life, like how they got into the game and things like that. That's why I created
Yo,
this segment here.
this is fire right here, like this segment,
I
and I
appreciate it, man.
definitely want to link you to some OGs, bro. Like
Yeah,
this,
man, most definitely, man. I appreciate that, man. We just gotta see, we'll set it up, do the same thing we doing right now. I do it with anybody. Like I don't really. I just want to show love to the people who really do sneakers. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these dudes, they ain't even from that era. They only collect the sneakers because it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they really a part of the sneaker community. They only collect the sneakers because it's cool.
like
And
I listen to these young kids, right? These kids like early 20s, and they're like their favorite sneakers the Jordan 1.
how?
Right, but I can't say what you do and do not like. But come on,
Right. But like
you're
how
19
though?
years
Like
old. Your favorite shoes the Jordan 1.
yeah, that's crazy, man. Like it's wild, man. It really is wild, man. Like the things you hear with these younger cats, man. Like some of them be hip though. Some of them be knowing, like some of them will go back and do their homework. Like some of them will go back and do their homework. They'll go back and be like, oh, all right, this person's doing, you know what I'm saying? Let me see what this shoe is about, or what this is about, or what's going on with this. They'll definitely go back and do their homework. But most of them, they wearing dunks. All they care about is hype shoes. They don't care about nothing else but that type of stuff, man. So, like you said, man, our culture is in a bad position right now. But hopefully, things will bounce back and be able to get to a point whereas, we're all at, like, not, we'll never all be on one accord, but where we all seeing eye to eye and be able to have an appreciation for these sneakers. You know what I'm saying? Instead of them looking at it as a business and us looking at it as, as just as collectors, because it's different. Because us as collectors, we get to the point and be like, you know what? I'm not even chasing these shoes no more, and go to a whole nother situation. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of my favorite shoes that I was wearing growing up, like even in my 20s and stuff like that, like Air Max 1s and stuff like that. I remember no lie, people used to look at me crazy when I was wearing Air Max 1s. They look at me like I was bugged out. Like what are you doing, bro? Like, that's what I want to wear. That's what I'm doing. Now look, it's crazy. Air Max 1 come out, they sell it, they resell. I'm like, this is crazy, man. Like it's just not. I don't think this is what the game was meant to be.
It wasn't. It's definitely not.
I definitely don't, man. And
you want to. Let me tell you something crazy, just to speak on the differences, like with the youth. I have my nephew, he's 14, come down and stay with me for a little while. He's 14, so I'm asking, yo, what's his favorite? Because he see like all my sneakers and stuff, and like my hats and how I take care of everything.
Right.
And he asked me, yo, what's your favorite sneakers? Dunks and Yeezys. But peep though, peep game. He didn't even know that Dunks cost $110. He was just so used to seeing them at that retail point. He lost his mind. Like, and I'm showing him on like these apps. $110 was the price point, but that's how crazy the resale market has become. Where it's normalized.
Right. You
This
don't
kid
even
is
know what the
14
regular.
and had no idea Dunks was literally that cheap.
And they were cheaper when we were growing up. They were definitely cheaper when we were growing up. I remember them joints was $80,
I mean,
$90,
yeah, I was about
man.
to say, I remember when Dunks was $80.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Facts. All right, so collaborations on inline shoes.
I'm not really too much of a fan of the collabs. Uh, I just, I'm simple. I think what collabs do is it inclines hype, and that's what I'm trying to stay away from. But I
Right.
do have some, few collabs, but nothing that's like modern. Like I'm not a modern type guy. Like I'm a nostalgic
Right.
90s, 2000s kind of guy.
You are what the game is meant to be. You are what the game is meant to be. And that's just the easiest way to put it.
Right.
Because like I've seen some joints out of your collection. I know what you got over there, man. We're about to see a little bit of it in a minute. But do you have a shoe that you always wanted that you were never able to get your hands on?
Um, yeah, like, well, now that I'm older and I'm like more, I have the financials. It's just a
Mm-hmm.
matter of like trying to,
Track it down.
yeah. But that, like, honestly, mm, I can't think of any right now that I've never had that I've always wanted. But I'm from the age where I'm at, like, I'm an '80s baby, so I'm in
Right.
my late 30s now. So a lot of the stuff that I couldn't get pretty much done retroed back
Then
out, and I
retro
was
they
able
came
to.
back out. I have one that, and it pretty much like a lot of it slips my mind too, like shoes that I wanted. But there's one Nike pattern collaboration from
Mm,
way back that I wanted. They have like this it's like white. They like white pretty much everywhere, and then it has like the purple tip, but it's in, like I think in corduroy or jean material. Are coming around the toe box or suede or
what brand?
something. I don't know. I never seen them in person ever. Like them joints had to come out in like I want to say like 2005, 2006 or something like that. Like something around that time. Like even earlier than that. And they're like white, purple, and I think it has like suede coming around it, like in the front toe box. Because I
It's
have
a
one
Nike.
like that. It's a Nike pattern Air Max 1. But it's an early pattern collaboration. Like a lot of dudes who's wearing pattern now probably don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. Because they have so many different Air Max 1s. Like they have a couple of class. Like there's a burgundy pair that I want too. I'm just go for like $3 bands. I'm not paying that for no damn shoe. I can't. Like
I,
I'm not doing.
when you talking, like, when you take a shoe and be able to do a lot of different things with it, the Air Max One is one of those, like,
Shoes you can.
it's one of the great, like, it reminds me of like the Gel Light 3. Like the Gel Light 3,
Right.
certain
Right.
sneakers you can just do so much for it, to it, and just, it never gets stale, it never gets old, it's
Nope.
different.
Nope.
That's one of those sneakers. The Air Max One is definitely one of those sneakers that'll always be around.
And what's the crazy thing though? Pattern probably has like 15 to 20 Air Max 1
Yeah.
like collaborations, and them shits is all crazy. It's the only one I don't like. But the other 19, whatever, how many other numbers there is, I love all them joints, man. Them joints is crazy, man. Like I don't understand. They can't miss. In my opinion,
Yeah.
that company and Nike together can't miss. They don't miss. They don't miss at all, man. All right, so this is the final question. I know you've been waiting for this, man. Your top 5 shoes of your top 5 shoes in your collection right now. Let me see them. Let me see what it is.
And my collection. Can I just give you my top 5 silhouettes and give you a color?
If you got, all right, so look, you can give me a top 5 shoe and a color. But if you have the shoes like right there, what you got? I know you got some shoes you want to show the people.
Yeah.
I know you got some joints. So like, if you want to show us those and give us a top 5, or however you want to do it, it's up to you. However you want to do it.
Well, okay,
if you
so
got, I know. Go. My bad.
no. So my favorite shoe, and this is no order. So my favorite like silhouette is the foam posits.
Okay.
My favorite silhouette, and so I want to just. This is the 20, I think the 2019, 2020
Yeah.
Halloween. Huh?
Those the Halloween joints. Yeah, I remember you showed
Yeah,
us that on
just like the Crimsons, literally just
Yeah.
like the Crimsons. So,
Right.
but now if I would have known, if you wanted me to just get like my favorite sneaker of the, I would have,
No.
but
Whatever. You could tell us. You could tell us your top 5, and then you could just show us a couple joints that you got there right now. You could show us that after you give us the top 5. I know the
my,
foams is definitely your number one. Yeah,
right.
the royal blue foams definitely number one on your list. Give me
So
4 more.
I'm a big Bo Jackson guy.
Yes.
Um,
Let me hold on. Before you go further, let me warn y'all. He about to show y'all some things y'all probably never seen before. Because I never, he showed me some bows I've never seen before. And I fucks with the bows. But he about to show y'all some treats right now, man. Gotta get them.
you know what? I wanted. Maybe we could do another segment. I could show you some off.
Yeah,
But
most definitely.
let me give you a pair of bows that I wanted to represent.
Okay.
You don't really see these around, but I just wanted to bring them out. So right here you have the bow no hockey.
Those are, I don't think I've even, that's probably one I've never seen before either.
So
Is that
these is
leather? Is that a leather tongue?
a leather tongue. Yes, sir.
That's crazy.
So this represents hockey. This is a bow nose hockey. You know, a hockey they fight,
The
chip
fighting
tooth
stuff.
and everything.
Yeah. So that's the tooth in the inside. That's crazy. Ooh.
And they're worn. I wear my kicks.
Ooh. Yeah, those is crazy.
Yeah, the leather, and yo, you gotta feel this leather like in real time, bro. It's ridiculous.
It looks premium. It looks, I've never seen leather on a pair of bows before. I never seen a leather tongue on a pair of Bo Jackson before. Never.
These are just ridiculous, bro.
That's crazy.
So what I wanted to
Those
do
is
is just
crazy.
have a pair of like my favorite just models. So I've used this pair to represent my love for Bo Jackson's. But
Yeah, man, those is crazy. And and the crazy thing is, those is crazy, but he showed me some other joints. Like he got all types of Bo Jacksons, man. This is crazy.
another one of my favorite models. These are a pair that I couldn't get at when they first came out as a kid, but I was able to get them now. But the CB94s.
CB94 is a must-have every time they drop.
Yeah,
That's a must-have every time they drop.
When I first seen these as a kid, I fall in love with sneakers. I love sneakers, but for me to grab a shoe, so
yeah, I remember.
Actually,
go.
No, I'm just like this is like a top 5 favorite model for me.
Yeah, for sure, man. I remember that shoe when that shoe retro for the first time. I was in high school. I copped them joints. I remember I had them joints. The whole school was like, those yes, sir. Had to get my hands on those, man. I remember I had those. I had the Hirachis, the black gray with the white with the strap.
Yeah, those are the Hirachi trainers.
I had those. What else I had? I had the Hirachi trainers in navy blue leather. It's navy blue white with the leather. Those is crazy. If I find those again, I'm definitely copping. Those is crazy. I remember that. I had those, and I had what else I had? I think I had I had a pair of bows, white, black, and red. It was an inline colorway, white, black, and red colorway that dropped. I might still have them joints. I might still have them bows.
You gotta start showcasing, bro. Cause
I gotta go crazy, man. Like the thing is with my sneakers and stuff, like I gotta go and pull them out and do. I don't be having time. I got so many stuff I'll be trying to bring, so much content I'll be trying to bring. So like One day I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it one day. One day I'm gonna make time and I'm gonna show off, man, because I got a lot of old kicks, man. Like I got a lot of
Yeah,
sneakers that
bro.
I've been collecting for a long time, man. So like I'm not like one of these new dudes who just started collecting. Like I was
Exactly.
wearing retro ones when nobody was wearing retro ones. Like nobody wasn't even on them like that before they was cool. Before,
That's
you know
what
what I'm
like
saying?
we need people like you to really be pushed out there, man. Like
Yeah, man. Like,
you the last of a dying breed, bro.
yeah, man. I know, man. I know. Cause it's mad. I'm out here every day. I see what be going on. I be like, yo, this shit's wild, yo. Like one of my
Um,
mains, is a manager at Foot Locker. He tells me every day that the resellers is outside his store every day. I'm like, what they be there for? They there just in case if he got something. Like they don't even know if he got something. They there
right.
just in case. I'm like, yo, this is wild, bro. Like, why you there just in case, man? That doesn't even make any sense, but
Right.
it is what it is, man. All right, so what else you got over there? What else you want to show the people?
All right, so another one of my favorite models of all time. Well, my actual ultimate grail, like I have a one grail sneaker. Like I would literally trade almost everything for this one shoe. Like there's nothing I wouldn't do for this one shoe.
Oh,
And you know, a lot of people overuse the word grail. Right?
yeah.
For me, my ultimate grail sneaker is the Paranorman Air Raids.
The Paranorman Air Raids.
You ever heard of those?
I know about the Paranormals. I know about those. I just never seen the Air Raid ones.
So here's the thing with the Air Raids, the Paranormans. So when the movie Paranorman first came out, you know, they was gonna release a sneaker in
Right.
conjunction with the movie.
The movie,
And
yeah, right.
originally they was gonna do the Air Raids and make a Paranorman version, right?
Right.
But like in the very beginning, they changed their mind to the foam posits. So rumor has it that there's only 10 pairs of the Paranorman Air Raids.
That makes sense. That happens too.
I gotta send you a picture of it.
That happens too. That happens a lot. That happens way more often than what we know.
Like,
But they want to come out with something in conjunction with something else, and then the last minute they change their mind, and then they be like 12 or 15 pairs somewhere, you know, and they end up just giving them out anyway, and that's how they
right.
end up on the market.
But
Yeah.
you can't find it anywhere. Like
No.
eBay, internet, there's barely pictures of it. I'm gonna send you the pictures that I do have, but this is like, if I get this sneaker, I could die today and be happy with like,
Wow.
yeah, this
Wow. I
is
gotta
like
see
this
those.
really.
I've never even knew that shoe was out there.
That's for one.
I know about the Paranormal foams, but I didn't know it was an Air Raid. I wonder
Yeah,
why they changed their mind. Is there any reason why they changed their mind, or they just decided to like just
I don't
go
know.
away from it?
I don't know. But the Air Raid is one of my favorite models, and it's actually, to me, the way my foot is, the Air Raid is like the most comfortable shoe outside of Boost technology. The Air Raid to me is the most comfortable shoe. Like I always buy multiple pairs because it's just so comfortable for me.
Right.
But just classic Air Raid, man. Yeah, just nothing crazy. I just wanted to use this colorway to represent, you know.
Yo, man, you the crazy thing, you rock them just like how we used to rock them back in the days, man.
Yep.
That's crazy, man. Them Air Raids is something special, man. Always been a special shoe.
I'm actually trying to hunt down a pair of the Tuskegee Airmen Air Raids. I've seen a size 13, I've seen a size 9. I need a 10, 10 and a half, or an 11.
I think I actually seen that shoe before. What's the color of that shoe?
It's like green, brown. I'll send you some flicks, but I just can't find my size. And they're not really going for too much. Like I'll pay the 300 for them. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot. People don't know. They don't know about that shoe. So you know they're not gonna. It's not like when people don't know about something and it doesn't matter to them. The price is not really that high. Now the problem is if they happen to see a celebrity wearing them joints, celebrity happen to pull them joints out, then that's when it's gonna hit the roof. But if they don't know, you know, there's a good chance you're gonna be able to find them for a good price.
And my last model of a shoe, my top 5 models, the Air Max 95s. I love the Air Max 95s, along with the 98s. To me, the 98s and the 95s are just the two best, and the Air
Yeah,
Max ones.
the
But the shoe I want to
the
use,
98s are definitely fire, and the 95s, of course. 95s has got so many iconic colorways. It's ridiculous. It's
well,
ridiculous, man.
here's the shoe I want to represent. It's one of my favorite 95 colorways, and seen these.
Ooh, that's the what's that? That's gray. That's gray on the toe box.
This is the
That's gray
Freddy
suede.
Krueger. Yeah, this is the Freddy Krueger Air Max 95 overseas release only.
Ooh.
Got the blood dripping.
Ooh.
Overseas release only. This didn't come out here in America.
That's canvas on the sides, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Just Freddy Krueger. You know, you got the Freddy Krueger dunks. They got the Freddy Krueger Air Max 95. So.
Yeah, those is crazy. Those is crazy right there.
I haven't worn them yet.
Right there.
Like the blood splatter.
Yeah, the blood splatter. That's 3M. That's 3M on the tongue.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
The burgundy, the gray for his sweater, and everything. The materials on this, man, like it's like a little.
Yeah, that's what I was looking. I was looking at that suede toe box, like that's crazy. Yeah. Those is fire. And those is unworn. He never wore those yet. Those is crazy.
Yeah, I didn't get to wear these yet. It came out 2020. So those are my favorite shoe models, man. The Foam Posits, CB90, the MX2 CB94s, Air Raids, 95s, and and the Bo Jacksons. Those are my 5 favorite models.
Yeah. Right. Man, I'm not mad. You just pull some heat out. Just put and that's a light grab.
Yeah,
like usually something like not you ain't want to kill him. You ain't want to kill him. I appreciate that, man. Word, man. Definitely, man. Yo, this is definitely a dope interview, man. Like I really like this interview, man. This interview really.
Thanks for having me, bro. Like I really appreciate what you do, bro.
You already know, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do it for people like us, man. You know what I'm saying? So we can have something. We go to YouTube, we get to watch somebody that can relate to what we do. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, what we were doing in the past or whatever. They still from that same cloth, man. So that's what I do it for. You know what I'm saying? Like I do it so that way people can see we still out here. Regular sneaker collectors are out here. You know. And on top of that, I feel like we mean more to the culture than what everything else is going on out here. So, you know, it's my job to, you know, bring this type of content to the people, man. Word.
And this is like just hearing just like people's like history with sneakers, you know, depending on what they and just regular normal sneakerheads. It's good to just like this segment. I love this segment, bro. Like I'm just looking forward to just the people you're gonna have on coming up.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to do one a week. I'm trying to make sure I drop one of these one a week. You know what I'm saying? So this one I'm gonna drop this one on Tuesday. This will be out. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna try to get another one. So I gotta get one of my mans. I gotta get him on here. Cause we had did one. I had did one with him a while ago, but the file got messed up. So you know I gotta get that joint fixed, man. But he like heat, like he like hype. He like hype, so I know he gonna try to go crazy. Like I know he gonna try to like pull out all types of hype. You know what I'm saying? But he one thing about him, he's been collecting since we was in high school. You know what I'm saying? One thing about him, I can honestly say he's been collecting since we was in high school. So you know he got a lot of like he copped regular GRs too, but he's into that hype. You know what I'm saying? He's into that type of stuff too. But
I got some people I definitely can link you to.
Yeah, man, most definitely. We gonna chop it up on the gram and everything like that, man. Word.
Copy, bro.
Word. I appreciate you coming on, man. Word. Showing us the heat, you know, letting us know about, you know, your story, your sneaker journal and everything like that, man. I appreciate it, man. just coming on, showing love, man. This is all love right here, man. I really, really appreciate this. Word.
Yeah, just thanks for having me, man. You know, I'm a supporter of yours. I try to, I catch every live and
Yeah,
stop
most
what I'm
definitely.
doing.
We
Right.
got to get the lives again. We got to get the lives back popping. The lives was lit. We got to get the lives back popping, man. Word. But yeah, man, I'm just trying to get these other content that I'm working on. I'm just trying to get that stuff going in the right direction, and then I'm bringing the lives back. But I'm thinking about doing a live this week though. I'll probably try to do one this week later on in the week or something like that. But I'll definitely let you know. Word.
Yeah, so anybody watching and listening, man, sub to the channel, hit that notification bell, man.
Word, man. Sub to the channel, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell your friend, share the video. Shit, because it's not a lot of people. I don't know if there's any other sneaker YouTubers doing this type of content with where we type interview type status. I don't know, but if they aren't, or whatever the case may be, I'm just trying to bring my own little twist to this, man. Just trying to put my take on the situation. That's what we trying to do over here, man. Word.
Yeah.
Word,
Yeah,
man.
Chuck, that's all I got, man. Just I appreciate everything you're doing, bro. You last with dying bleed, man. We gotta keep you protected.
That's a fact, man. I'm trying, man. Most definitely. The content will be coming out, man. And with that being said, we keeping it 100 and not a penny less. Peace.